Hey there, so here's a story of back when I worked in retail, specifically in a shoe store. Now, this is mainly going to be focused on a specific customer that visited the store that was not so much your average customer, but rather someone you'd probably want to risk losing your job by punching them in the face. So, first off, here's the deal with working at this store. We only had 4 employees in total, including myself, of course, and each workday consisted of only 2 of us working while the other 2 were off. It was only on Thursdays that 3 of us would work since that was our shipment day. Our crew consisted of me, the sales associate, the cashier, which I only met once out of the entire 6 months working there, the assistant manager, Lucero, which was really cool. We got along very well. And Penny, the manager. There was one other person who worked with us there as well, which was the area manager, but she was only there once a week, and it was always a random day of the week, but I don't really want to get into that right now because it's not really important. Anyways, now that the intros are all out of the way, let's talk about the customer that I encountered. So, there was this one time that this man walked into the store and began, browsing the shoes. He was really tall, was dressed well, and kept having his head held up high like as if he was trying to stop a booger falling from his nose. I went over and asked if he needed any assistance. Now, most of the time, whenever I asked anyone if they needed any help, they would either say, "No thank you, I'm just looking around," or they'll have a question for me. But no, not this time. Not with this guy. He looked down to me, still keeping his head up by the way, and asked about the shoe he was looking at. I gave him the info that he wanted, and instead of just thanking me and moving on with his day, he pointed at the price tag and asked, "Is this how much they cost?" I'm not even kidding. He actually sounded like this. And before I could even say yes, he exclaimed, "I found these shoes in another shoe store for less than this." From there, he moved on to like 4 other pairs of shoes, having me follow along while he told me the same thing about every shoe and that they could be found cheaper elsewhere. I was so done with this customer, but I had to continue humoring him until he finally decided it was time to get the hell out. Don't hurt him, just let him finish and he'll leave. That's why I'm stupid and blah blah blah, I'm leaving. Okay, well thanks for stopping by. Douche. I'm so glad he never came back to the store ever again. I wonder where he is now. Probably off to bigger and better stores that still don't meet his cheap standards.